What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today, what we're gonna be doing is pretty much going through the Wrestlemania match card and ranking the matches based on my excitement level for these matches and stuff like that. So things that I do take into account is build, um, and the interactions that we see and all types of things like that kind of goes into it as well. um and also, how do I think the match is going to be as well. I think I'm going to take that into account as well. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below which matches are you guys looking forward to the most come WrestleMania. WrestleMania is this weekend. Literally today, at the time of recording this video, is a Wednesday, so we're about a couple of days away. We're very close. So we're gonna go through the matches, talk about them briefly. So as you guys can see the tier list, we have S tier, which means they have the best of the best. A, that means that they're decent. B, it's okay in my personal opinion. C, average, and D, it's absolutely trash in my personal opinion. So the first match that we do have is Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, for me, my excitement level is a C. The reason why I feel like it is a C, I will give it a C because it's not a D. Because for one, they actually have been trying to make it seem good and exciting to an extent, and plus the interactions that we did see have been decent, but it does not blow me away. I do think the match is going to be interesting. I just don't like the fact that how they got to this. If they would have had Charlotte not win the Rumble and then have something else happen to where she gets a title opportunity, I think I'll be a little bit more inclined to put this a little higher. I probably would have put it at a B, but I'm putting it at a C. I think the match overall is going to be decent. The result, I don't think people are going to like too much, but I'm going to say that for my predictions. But overall, I thought it's not a a really good build for me personally. The next match is a triple threat with Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk. This right here is probably one of the matches that I'm looking forward to the most. And I believe, no, never mind. Okay, I was thinking that was something different, but this is the match I'm looking for. One of the few matches I'm looking forward to the absolute most. The feud between these three guys. I don't think people would have thought it would have been this good, but it really is. The fact that it's going to be main eventing, CM Punk getting his main event, the fact that they're using Paul Heyman in the story, the fact that he's kind of been somewhat of a focal point of the story, I think has been really interesting as well. And then we know the history between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. We know that we've been seeing some back and forth interactions between Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Seth Rollins is not cool with CM Punk being back. He wants him out. He's been trying to get under Roman Reigns' skin to kind of turn against Paul and turn against Punk and side with him. And we see him back on Raw. He took the chair to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, stop turning your back on Seth Rollins. Stop turning your not Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns, stop turning your back on Seth Rollins, knowing for a fact 9 out of 10 a chair will be used, and therefore it did. But I think overall this build has been really good. The fact that they've been building this since the Royal Rumble, it's been really cool. I really love it. The next match is it's not even for anything. It's Damian Priest or Drew McIntyre. At first, I'm giving this an A. I'm gonna give it an A. The reason why at first I didn't like it, but they have definitely been building this feud really good. The fact that they are taking two of your top stars, putting them in a match, and it's been starting since the Royal Rumble. They started with Drew getting eliminated by Damian Priest. We go on to none other than Elimination Chamber. Drew eliminated by Damian Priest yet again. You even go back to last year where Drew McIntyre lost the World Championship because of CM Punk, allowing Damian Priest to cash in to become World Champion. I think you just have that element of there as well. And this is kind of starting to become more and more. It's been getting very intense to the point now it's going to be a street fight, which these two are going to knock out of the park. These two are going to try legit murder each other. It's going to be all out chaos and it's all out car wreck. And you guys know I love some type of matches like that. I love my matches that end up going in this direction. So they definitely elevated these two guys in this feud, and I'm really looking forward to it. The next match is Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. Um, I'm gonna put this a C as well. I'm gonna be honest. I really feel like that this feud. I mean, it just hasn't been built up enough for me to actually care. I feel like we've been getting some teases here and there, of course, but I don't think, in my personal opinion, we've got enough build for this match to be on WrestleMania. If this was built up probably since January, then okay. It seemed like for this, we just started building this feud since like the middle of last month, or like towards the end of last month, in my personal opinion. And now we're getting this at Mania. I think if you want to put this on a pay per view, you could have just stretched this feud out and made it happen at Backlash. That's my personal opinion. But the fact that you're putting it on one of your biggest shows of the year, I just don't think it fits WrestleMania for me. It does not scream WrestleMania. Now, however, the match will be very, very good, but the build overall has not got me intrigued whatsoever. I mean, Grande Americano has been getting very, very over, and stuff like that on Raw, which I'm not mad at. I love seeing new stars get over, but I just don't think you need to put this match at WrestleMania. I think you could have done something else. You could have put this on the Raw after Mania, or something like that. But I mean, it's gonna be a Mania. It's got to be a C for me. The next match is a Fatal 4 for the Intercontinental Championship. This has been a B. This is a B. I'm gonna put this at B. I'm inclined to move it up to an A, cause it's like you have been building this feud probably for a while around the Intercontinental Championship, and I like the fact that they're giving some type of love and care to the Intercontinental Championship. You got Braun Breaker, who's been dominant as champion. You got Finn Balor, who's trying to go after the championship again. You got Penta, who's been coming and making some noise. You got Dominic Mysterio and all that. Like, it's been really interesting. I feel like this is going to probably be one of the probably most interesting matches, because we don't know what's going to happen and how it's going to play out, because there's different routes that they could take here. You could have Penta win the championship. You could have Braun Breaker win the championship. You could have Don Mysterio win, or you could have a shocking win and having Finn Balor win and stuff like that. So there's numerous outcomes that also play into it that also make me even more intrigued as well. So, you know what? After talking about it, I'm going to move it up to an A. I'm going to move it up to an A. The next match is between Gunther and Dre for the world title. This is a B. It's not an A, but it's B. The reason why is the fact that they have been trying to build up Jay to look like a threat, like he belongs. It just, I feel like it took a lot of time to get there. It took Jimmy Uso coming into the fold to kind of get some legs behind this feud, even though the only legs that really behind it is the fact that Gunther and Jay have faced before, and Jay has lost time and time again. But when they brought Jimmy into this feud, it gave it new life in this feud, to now where it's probably one of the better built up feuds. And then the promos that we've been getting since then, I think since Jimmy has gotten into this feud, it has helped elevate this feud. Because if you want to be honest, this had potential to be a C, but now it's a B. And I really feel like this is going to be a really, really good match. And I feel like, honestly, it might be one of those matches that might kick off the show. We'll see which match kicks off the show, because I'm saying right now, I think it's either going to be Gunther versus Jay starting off, or Charlotte versus Tiffany starting off WrestleMania. So y'all let me know which match do you guys think is going to open night one for WrestleMania. The next match is for the Women's World Championship. We got Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Bianca. It kind of feels a little bit convoluted in a sense. The reason why is the fact that, you know, Bianca, she deserves to be in this feud. She won her opportunity to get this title. Rhea, she lost the title, and now all she's been doing just whining and complaining, and she's getting added to the match. Um, and the way they've been doing it is making Io look like an afterthought, like she's just a little kid compared to these two, and they haven't really been taking her seriously. I don't know. I feel like the match is going to be really, really entertaining, but my excitement level for this it's a high C. It's almost a B, but it's a high C. I'm not, and not, oh no, I'm not talking about the drink high C. I'm talking about an actual high grade of a C, like a C plus. Um, But I do think the match overall is going to be really, really good, and whatnot. But it just doesn't do it for me. Now next match is for Jade Cargill versus Naomi. This right now, for me personally, is the best women's feud going into WrestleMania right now. You have Jade Cargill, who's attacked. She came back with a vengeance. She attacked Naomi at Elimination Chamber in a brutal, brutal fashion. And then we were trying to figure out who was doing it. Everybody was trying to make speculations and fantasy booking ideas on who attacked Jade Cargill. Some people were saying Naomi was what had something to do with it. Some people said Bianca had something to do with it. Some people said even maybe both of them had something to do with it. Me, I might be one of those people still. I still feel like Naomi wasn't just was the one person doing it. I feel like at some point we are going to see Bianca be reintroduced to the storyline, and we figure out that she had something to do with Jade Cargill getting attacked, and maybe we do find that out at WrestleMania. Maybe we find some answers and we get like a video package or something along the lines of that, and we find out that Bianca had something to do with it. So I do think from that standpoint alone, I'm looking forward to it. But like I said, overall, from women's side of things, this is the best feud for WrestleMania. If you wanted to make a shout for somebody to make a main event of WrestleMania, it was a non-title, you could make a case if this was built up a little bit more. I feel like it's going to be a really good match. You have Jade Cargill, and she recently had a stare off with Charlotte, so they're trying to tease that at some point, so you might want to build her strong going for that. Then you still have Naomi, who's just turned heel, and she has been killing it. She has been killing it as a heel since turning heel. She's going to be really something special. Honestly, if I know people are talking, I was talking to a couple of my buddies last night and on the NXT stream. If you guys haven't seen that, go check that out. But we were talking about Roxanne Perez potentially becoming Miss Money in the Bank. Honestly, I'm gonna say maybe Naomi should probably win Money in the Bank if they could keep her over like this as a heel. I would love to see her become Miss Money in the Bank. I really would. I would be all in on Miss Money in the Bank Naomi winning that briefcase and cashing to become world champion. I'm gonna be honest with you. So the next match is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. This is a B as well. The reason I can't put it higher is not because I don't think the match is going to be good or anything like that. I mean, yeah, the promos have been really decent and whatnot, but the focal point of this whole feud is The Rock, right? The Rock hasn't really been there at all since Elimination Chamber. He's been a focal point of this feud even happening. The fact that he's not there kind of makes it lose some steam. I feel like he's going to be there at WrestleMania, but he hasn't been there at all throughout this feud. Maybe he is there on SmackDown. We don't know, because I know John Cena and Cody Rhodes are supposed to be there, so we will see how that plays out. But for me personally, he has not been there, and it makes the storyline lose some steam for me. And on top of that, it feels as if they haven't built a situation where Cody looks like he's in danger of losing, right? If that makes sense. Last year, we seen Cody is in danger because of the bloodline. The bloodline, The Rock being there, he was in trouble. He had to call for help to even out the odds to make sure that he won this time around, because the year before that, he went it all alone and had to deal with the bloodline. He fought off the bloodline, but there was always that one extra member that came back around being Solo and then cost him the match. So he had to be on his P's and Q's. This time around, when he's facing Cena, it doesn't seem like he's the underdog in this scenario. It seems like as if he's not really feeling as if he's in any danger, which I think is going to probably maybe be his downfall at a WrestleMania. But I just feel like with Brock not being there, it's losing steam for me, in my personal opinion. I mean, we haven't really seen too much of this. I mean, we got it for like 3 weeks straight, then we took a break from it, even though Cody's been the guy carrying this feud while Cena's not there. So, it's gonna be a really, how would I put it? It's gonna be a good match, if I to say the least. It's gonna be a very story driven type match for sure. The next match is for the U.S. Championship between Jacob Fatu and LA Knights. This is also a B, because they have been building this match or teasing this match for quite some time. And I do think that this match is going to be really, really good. This match is going to be really good. I really feel like these two might be one of the most underrated matches of the WrestleMania weekend, in my personal opinion. But I just don't know how this match is gonna play out. I really don't, because you have Solo who might get involved if he's not facing Randy or stuff like that. You got LA Knight who has the championship. You got Jacob Fatu who pretty much can't lose. So it's like, what do you do? Do you have him lose with still being protected? That's the thing that you have there. So we'll see how that plays out. But I think overall, for my excitement level, I'm gonna give it a B. It's like I'm excited, but I need to see more from the feud, and stuff like that. So, hey, I really might be interested in this feud. I feel like for me, it's kind of crazy that I'm mainly more invested into the mid card title matches than I am for the world title matches, if that makes sense. Because the IC title is probably like one of my most intrigued matches that I'm looking forward to on WrestleMania, outside of like night one's main event, just because of the unpredictability aspect of it. So it's really gonna be a good, interesting WrestleMania. I feel like match quality wise. So I had to put B for the U.S. Championship. Y'all comment down below as well. Do you guys think I'm crazy that I feel like I'm more excited for the mid card title matches for the Intercontinental and U.S. than I am for the World Championship matches? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. The next match is Lyra and Bayley versus Liv and Raquel. I'm gonna put this at a D. People might come across the video. This is like, oh wow, you put Liv Morgan at a D. No, it's not even because of Liv Morgan. If it was Liv Morgan, she'd probably be higher. But I can't be biased here. The feud has just started, literally. Like, I feel like this is a thrown together match just because you want to get all these women on WrestleMania. I mean, you had to put Bayley on WrestleMania. Liv definitely, for sure, 100% needed to be on WrestleMania after the year she's had. Raquel needed to be on Mania. Lyra could need to be on Mania. But my thing is this. The reason why I'm putting it at a D is, for one, this feud literally just started. They literally just announced this match literally last week on SmackDown. They didn't have a plan for Liv Morgan at all until this past Friday night on SmackDown. You really could have put her in a better storyline, for one, but that's a different subject for a different day and time. If you wanted Lyra and Bayley on the match, you should have just did a rematch or something along the lines of that at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. And you could have literally found some other opponents for Liv and Raquel, because it's just like they ran the gauntlet and went through completely everybody as if they were jokes. You had them go through PFC as if they were nothing. You had them go through Secret Harvest if they were nothing. You had them go through Caden Carter and Katana Chance as if they were nothing. Caden Carter and Katana Chance have been one of the literally most, when you talk about tag teams, they are its actual tag team. They have been teaming for like 6 years since NXT. They've been on the main roster and haven't done literally nothing. You could have put them in a story in that spot, and this would have gave them something to do, because I feel like they have earned it. It's an actual tag team, so why not? You could have done that. But you want to give it to Bayley and Lyra when you could have just put them in a one-on-one match for the IC title. Because if you want to be honest, I feel like one of them is going to turn on each other. There's going to be some miscommunication. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a heel turn after that, and then boom, we're right back at it's square one, where they're going to probably be building a feud for them to probably going into Backlash. So it just feels like it's a waste of time to put this match on WrestleMania. And if for Liv and Raquel, you could have gave them someone else. You could have gave them King Carter, Katana Chance. You could have been doing what I've been saying for a while. You could have had Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross in this spot and have them face Wyatt Six. And then that would have been a better feud, because at least that has been built up. We've been seeing teases of it. We've seen at the World Rumble, Liv Morgan eliminated Alexa from the Rumble, and at Chamber, she eliminated Alexa from the Chamber. So you had story already right there, but they didn't do anything with it. So it's just like you just threw this random pairing of a tag team to face Liv and Raquel for no reason. However, the match is going to be good, but I'm not excited for the match. I'm not. I feel like the match is going to be good. We've seen Liv and Bayley on Raw, which was a really good match. I'm just not excited. I'm not. I'm not excited for these women's tag team titles. And then last night on NXT, we seen Ava announced a fatal four-way between uh, different teams. You got Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley versus the Meta Girls. You also have um, Fallon Henley, and then you have I don't know what you call them. Their name it's some type of toxic something. Fatal influence. Then you have none other than Cora Jade and Roxanne, and the winner of that match is going to be facing Liv and Raquel, because I feel like that's going to what's going to happen. Liv and Raquel next week on NXT. So we'll see how that goes, but they should have just have the women's tag team titles be in NXT, because at least with that division they have the legs to have a solid tag team division, and then you could just have the mid card title just be your focal point on WrestleMania, because you don't even have neither of the championships on WrestleMania at all. You don't have either one of them on WrestleMania, and they need it to be. If you're trying to establish these titles to feel important, they need it to be at WrestleMania, and they aren't. So I had to put this match at a D. The next match, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I'm gonna put this at a C. They have been trying to build it. It has some intrigue, but for me personally, it doesn't have a lot of intrigue. But there's a little bit of intrigue because it's a dream match. The match is going to be good. They've been trying to do something with it, with the feud, in my personal opinion. I don't know how you guys feel about the feud. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below how do you guys feel about AJ versus Logan Paul. But I think the feud should have been built up a little bit longer. I think you have been trying to. You had the Royal Rumble thing where Logan eliminated AJ from the Rumble, so that was your first seed to be planted. They really didn't do anything in the month of February, if I'm not mistaken. And then March, they've been trying to build it. So I feel like if they would have been doing it consistently all the way through, it probably would have been a little bit higher, probably a B. If I'm talking match quality wise, it's going to be a B, probably even an A. But I'm going to put it at a C. The next match is for the World Tag Team titles. You have the War Raiders versus New Day. I'm putting these at a D, bro. I'm sorry. I am sorry. This match, I'm not looking forward to. The match is going to be good, but they have literally just started building this feud probably like 2 weeks ago. You had literally New Day call them out, says we want you at WrestleMania, and then now we're getting it. I'm going to be honest with you. If we wanted the tag titles to be defended on WrestleMania, it should have been the SmackDown side, because at least the SmackDown side has been way more interesting, way more built up. You have numerous teams that deserve to be there. The tag team titles on SmackDown are more important than the ones on Raw. The ones on Raw have literally done nothing. I'm sorry. This match is going to be good, but it does not warrant being on WrestleMania. This is not. You should not be putting this on WrestleMania. If anything, you should be putting this on the Raw after Mania or the Raw before Mania. Or if you want to make this an actual feud, build it towards Backlash. But putting this on WrestleMania, it's rushed. It's rushed. There's literally no feud, no build, little to no build for this match to even be on WrestleMania whatsoever. So this match is going to be good, but the build and my excitement is a D, bro. I'm sorry. But those are my thoughts and pictures of these matches. These are my excitement levels for these matches. Comment down below your excitement levels for these matches as well. What would you guys rank these matches as well in the comment section down below? Road to 2,000. Ultimately, it's 10,000 by end of 2025. Happy WrestleMania week yet again, you guys. Super kick that like button. Helps my channel get pushed across the platform so more people can see what I'm doing over on YouTube. Soon I post notification bells and every time I post a new video, it's a reaction video, rant video, live stream, any type of video. You could be a loop of things when I do drop a video. And spear the subscribe button. Takes 3 seconds out of your day. To do 3 things for me, hustling the progression of my channel as well. But with that being said, hope everybody has a great day, great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.